Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Dr. B Show. I sit down with the great Ximena Suarez Vavra from Redbox and her upbringings and what she's trying to do with the community in the Midwest. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Joshua Cutler, for the introduction. It's an amazing, inspiring episode, and enjoy. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Dr. B Show. I'm here with the lovely Ximena Suarez Vavra, right? Is that how I say it?
Vavra.
I'm sorry. I'm going to butcher it.
Okay.
That's right. Very messed up 3 seconds in. It's okay. All good. I'm very excited, Dr. B. Love to. I'm so happy that you're here on my show, Ximena. How are you?
I am doing great today. I was hoping for a better weather, but I'll take this 50-something degree today.
Yeah, same here. I know you're in the Midwest, and I'm here in the Northeast, and it's warm, but it's not really nice. But it's okay. We'll take it. We'll take it on this winter day.
Yeah.
All right. So tell everyone about yourself.
First of all, I want to thank Dr. B for allowing me to spend some time with you and talk about me. My name is Ximena Suarez Vavra. I am a first-gen Latina. I'm from Peru. And I wear many hats, both in my personal and professional life. By day, I am a project manager at Redbox with over 15 years of experience in the automated retail kiosk industry. And I hold a bachelor's degree in engineering, food engineering, and I also have a PMP certification. But beyond the boardroom, I am a proud mother of 2 amazing boys, love spending time with my family. And in addition, I have a passion for advocating for Latinas, especially Latina and who are entrepreneurs. So I host I don't want to call it a show. I'm not by any means a content creator, but I host this thing called Chatting with Xime, where I meet with Latinas who are first-gen Latinas who came here to this country and started from zero, and they are now proud owners of business and such. I just very excited to be here, Dr. B.
Thank you, Ximena. Thank you so much. Your degree and your experience in school, full disclosure, if it wasn't for school, I definitely would have not had the doctorate, obviously. And obviously, even still, like, I'm always learning, always in different masterminds and always trying to, improve myself better, get better and better. How did that experience in school, if any, help you with structure what you do today?
So I went to school in my country, and I graduated with a bachelor's in food engineering. I think that it made me, focus on what we touched a little bit in project management, but not really. And I didn't know back then that was going to be my passion. But it opened a lot of doors here in the U.S., especially where I wanted to be, right? The job description is bachelor's degree required. And I think that, again, it helped me get to where I am. And, even though, again, it wasn't something I wanted to pursue, it has helped me in the U.S.
Love that. We're going to piggyback off that. So first-gen Latina, how
Yes.
did you move up in corporate America? And there's a lot of unique challenges faced by minority women in the workplace. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so let's picture this, right? I came here in 2006. 2 years later, I ventured in the unknown world of the American job market. But I had 2 things, right? I was armed with determination and hunger for growth. And knowing a little about the hiring process, and with my less than fluent English, I embarked on my journey with 2 things in mind: to shatter the ceiling and to pave the way for underrepresented Latinas. And just like that, I landed this job as a bilingual customer service rep. But if I'm being honest, it wasn't exactly what lit the fire in my soul, but it became an extremely important chapter in my life that molded the way to where I am today. Did I answer the question?
You did? No, you did. You did.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, you did. You did. Sorry, I couldn't hit unmute fast enough, so that's all good.
Okay.
So if you hear silent, that's what it is. It's all
Okay.
good. No, I appreciate it. So you mentioned Redbox at the top of the interview. So tell us about your role as program manager.
Yes. So right now I lead the training and project management department at Redbox. And well, first of all, I have the opportunity to work with amazing people. And in my role, I work on strategic initiatives, drive operation excellence. I designed and deliver training solutions, like personalized training solutions for our clients. I oversee the execution of high priority, high visibility, complex projects. And I just like working there, right, is the advantage that we have, that culture that lets you innovate. So my team and I work on trying to bring, now that the AI world is all over the place, we're trying to incorporate that into our training solutions and project management.
Are you looking to take your professional network to new heights? Do you want to connect with influential individuals, open doors to exciting opportunities, and accelerate your career growth? Look no further. Introducing our groundbreaking online course on networking mastery, Transforming Your Way to Success. It's an 8-week course. It'll transform you from a novice to a guru. You'll learn the elevator pitch. You'll learn the Formea method. You will learn exactly how to identify leads and being able to leverage your network to network your way to success. Please go to borjaconsultinggroup.com. That's borjaconsultinggroup.com for more information about transforming your way to success. I love it. Yeah, I was just discussing AI with one of my colleagues before and how it's up and coming. So that's pretty cool. Wanted to shift gears a little bit. So how important, is now you're seeing Jenna Ortega, Pedro Pascal, Redbox being an entertainment field. How important is Latino representation in programming today, in your opinion?
Yes, I think it's a great question. Latino representation is crucial today. I think that Redbox should continue to prioritize the Latino representation. One, by acquiring diverse content. I got to tell you this story. I was a little disappointed to learn that we didn't carry the title Flaming Hot. And if you haven't watched it, it's a very inspirational movie. Thank you, Eva Longoria. It's about this second generation Latino. He's a Mexican guy called Richard Montañez, who started as a janitor at Frito-Lay, and through determination and innovation, he disrupted the food industry by creating Flaming Hot Cheetos, right? And I have watched it so many times and I'm getting goosebumps right now. It's because I think that we need to get to that type of content to inspire other Latinos, right? I'm sure there's a lot of other stories and voices that need to be heard. So yeah, so going back to that, the diverse content, I think supporting Latino filmmakers and content creators, supporting the Latino community, it will give them more insights on what we are doing, so our voices can be heard and be represented.
Great point. No, thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, kind of like speaking to the camera, right? So I want to throw a couple of stats at you, right? So in 2021, there was about, on average, 62.5 million Latinos in the United States, about 19% of the total population. 1980, it was just 14.8, or just 7%. Whether it's Redbox or just in general, the entertainment business, how can Redbox or just in general, the entertainment business continue to have representation of Latino-Latinx individuals to lead by example in the years to come? I know I know we're not looking to solve world peace in this interview, but just wanted to know your thoughts on that.
I think that this underrepresentation highlights a long-standing issue, as you said, right? It's not just the entertainment industry, but overall. regarding diversity and inclusion. And despite the significant demographic of Latinos in the US, there is a lack of representation, period. And you mentioned, right, Pedro Pascal, Eva Longoria. I think that it is slowly we're moving towards that, but I think that is imperative for the industries in general, to actively work towards diversity, equality, representation, to ensure that our voices, the diverse voices, I'm not just talking about Latinos, I think minorities in general are heard and well represented.
Love that. Love that. I'm going to expand on that, on your thought, right? So according to the Hollywood Reporter, in the latest study from the USC Annenberg Inclusion Initiative, just 5.5% of speaking characters on the big screen are Hispanic or Latino, despite the increase in Latino population being over 20%. I think you already alluded to this. Are you shocked by this? Tell us about that.
No, I'm not. You've seen it. It's everywhere. It's you can, if I tell you the times I went into a meeting and either I was the only woman of color or the only woman, period, right? We can talk about this hours and hours, and that it creates an issue. I think it is the imposter syndrome, right? Like, am I supposed to be here? What's my purpose? Nobody looks like me. Nobody talks like me. And again, that creates doubt, right? So I think that we need to, as a community, continue to say, instead of saying, oh, am I supposed to be here? No, just say, I am here because I have a purpose, right? And representing up, sit down and conduct that meeting, conduct that call, talk in front of people. The more we raise our voices, the more we are going to be heard. I think I truly believe that.
Love it. Love it. I'm going to follow as a follow-up. What do you think we could do as a community to kind of be involved to be featured? Is it recruiting a little bit earlier? Is it, like you said, is it like just us getting out of our own way when it comes to imposter syndrome, being able to start in featured film or connecting with folks? Tell us how can we go from 5 to 10 or 10 to 15? Is it more of a recruiting thing from like the schools? Is it more of us being inspired to pursue acting class? I don't know. What do you think we could do to improve that?
I think everything starts from within, right? Yeah. If you want to change, you have to start with that. I'm truly believe in the fact that you shouldn't wait for opportunities. You should go, like this networking, right? First time doing all of this on LinkedIn, that's how I met you. I was so scared of like, what if they don't want to talk to me? Rejection. You have to put that past you. That's the more you think about what if, maybe I shouldn't. What are they going to think about that? No, you have to say, set your goal. What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? And start with networking is one really important step. I may not network with people that are in the learning and development area or project management because I want to be the director of a PMO at some point. It's very important that we educate ourselves as well. Through my career, again, going back to my less than fluent English, I had to be honest, not just with myself, but with my managers, right? Hey, I don't understand that word. Can I go and take a class? There's tons of information for free on the internet right now. Watch the video. Help on learn about pronunciation if you want to improve your English. If you want to be better at SharePoint, there are tons of videos about SharePoint. So there shouldn't be an excuse for us to say, no, I can't. No, that's, I don't think that we live in an era that we can make excuses anymore. We just have to keep moving forward, eyes on your goal, and just, determined to get where you want to be.
No, 100%. Networking is key. I wrote a book and course on it. But on top of that, also, I guess lately I found that out better late than never, as they say. Mentoring has been big for me, right? Like I I've now bought into masterminds and bought into various communities to help with my business. And I've been in business 5 years, but I think I've hit certain milestones, which is great. But now I want to shatter that, right? And in order for me to shatter the glass ceiling, it's a matter of surrounding myself with like-minded individuals to hit that, 7, 8 figures, right, in revenue a year, right? So what are your thoughts on mentoring, whether it's with your job or whether it's personal or professional? Tell us about the importance of mentoring for my listeners.
Yes, I think it is. You said it. It's extremely important. Once again, going back to decide what you want to do. At work, right? When I found out that I wanted to be a project manager, the first thing I did is reached out to a project manager and say, "Can I shadow you?" Oh, of course, and then I went to another one, to a senior project manager, to the director of the PMO. What can I do? And then through those conversations, I found a mentor, and it changed my life, my professional, I will say not my life, but my professional view of things, right? Because if you find the right person, that person is going to hold your hand, is going to teach you everything. And what it taught me, besides learning about project management and all that stuff, now I'm mentoring other people who want to be project managers. Sit with me. Let's go to a meeting. You be a fly on the wall, see how it is. You have feedback, I'll take it. Here are the books you can read. Here are the links, the videos that you can watch. And it became, again, an important part of my career, meeting with these people, learning from them. And as I said, I'm not, like a professional mentor, but people come to me now. And now I'm doing what these people who became my mentors did to me, right? Pass along the information and then learn. Wow, you're going to hear me say this, learning. That's what it's all about.
I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's all about mentoring and networking. And there's one more piece that I'm very big on. And I drove home this point in 2023 and then a lot of it in 24, volunteerism, right? So I know you're big into volunteerism, full disclosure with me, for those listening, I've been active for the past 7, 8 years with Prospanica, formerly Nishimba. It's an organization that helps Hispanic MBAs and other professionals with jobs, with also scholarships, and also assists with professional development. And it's been around for 30 years, and there's chapters throughout the country. And I'm taking a step back as a president emeritus of the Jersey chapter, but yeah, it's helped me because I have folks throughout the country. It's given me exposure, which helps my business. So enough about me, but your thoughts on volunteerism, and whether it's, at the local church, at the local community, at an organization like a Prospanica or an Alpha. Tell us the importance of that for a Latino, Latinx individual.
Yes. So I think that there are a couple of forms of volunteering, the informal way and the formal way. I've been part of the Redbox ERG leadership team, right, representing Latinas. And again, it gives you an opportunity to be heard. I volunteer in my local humane society. I am an animal lover, love dogs. And as soon as I found out there were opportunities for volunteers, I signed myself, and also I brought my husband in with me. I have also one of the co-founders of Redbox Toastmasters, and I volunteer my time there. Why? Because I needed to learn how to public speak, and there was a bunch of other people that we ended up learning about that we're craving that. So we were a group of 4 or 5 people that started Toastmasters at Redbox. No longer exists, unfortunately. That's kind of like the formal, right? Like you have a group, you belong to something. But then the other part of volunteering is I volunteer sometimes my time. It kind of ties up with the mentorship, right? When somebody comes to me and say, "Hey, would you have time to talk to me about how to gather requirements in a project?" I said, "Of course, I'm free after 4." So I'm volunteering my time on something that I'm passionate about. And then I share my knowledge. I think that I don't know if it it goes into the volunteering bucket. But because I'm passionate about Latinas and Latinas entrepreneurs, my time, it's sometimes that you have to drive there and you have to interview them. I am my own editor and everything, marketing person. It's time that I'm putting away from my boys, but at the same time, it's something that, it just makes me happy. So I think, again, overall, it's extremely important to volunteer, just helping each other.
Are you looking to take your professional network to new heights? Do you want to connect with influential individuals, open doors to exciting opportunities, and accelerate your career growth? Look no further. Introducing our groundbreaking online course on networking mastery, Transforming Your Way to Success. It's an 8-week course. It'll transform you from a novice to a guru. You'll learn the elevator pitch, you'll learn the Formea method, you will learn exactly how to identify leads and being able to leverage your network to network your way to success. Please go to borjaconsultinggroup.com. That's borjaconsultinggroup.com for more information about transforming your way to success. Thank you. 3 pillars. What is it? Networking, mentoring, and volunteerism, right? Very important to help with your career. And before I move on to the next final question or final questions, I agree with you. Another thing about volunteerism or doing the stuff that you just mentioned, formally and informally, you're able to build skills that normally you're not able to build during your day job, your 9 to 5, right? So as an example, like when I was with the nonprofit I just mentioned, Prosponica before, I had various roles. One of my roles was a treasurer, right? So I was a treasurer prior to me starting my own business, right? So, it was like one of the first times besides school that I got to know what a P&L is or balance sheet or whatever, right? So, thanks to that volunteerism, I was able to build accounting skills, which eventually helped me with my own business. And now I help others, right? So you'd be surprised how that experience kind of helps, right? So.
Exactly. Yeah. Just thinking about volunteering to learn something, I had no idea what SharePoint was.
Right.
I mean, you said SharePoint, I'm like, what? And there was a need within our operations team several years ago of, we had this library of documentation that was a mess. Not current documents. One was a PowerPoint, the other one was a spreadsheet. There was no consistency. And I said, well, I have no idea what SharePoint is, but through networking, through socializing within the workplace, I met the manager of the SharePoint site at Redbox. And I said, listen, we need to do this. How can I start learning about SharePoint? And he's like, oh, I have videos and all this stuff. I spent hours, my lunch hours after work learning about SharePoint. And I was able to collaborate with the instructional designer, and we built a robust library with up-to-date documentation. There was consistency. People will know, oh, I am a merchandise and I know where to go. So going back to skill development, right? Don't wait. Raise your hand and learn it. And then again, you pass that information to someone else. I am no longer this me when it comes to SharePoint, but I can say, oh, I've done this through skill development. So
I love it. Skill development is the best, right? Tell me, one of the last final questions. Tell us about your podcast or show or how you help empower people. Tell us about that.
Sure. This started a few years ago. It's not a consistent thing, again, because it's on my own time. But as I was thinking about, okay, I am a Latina. I met other Latinas, friends that at a later age, right, they started something. And I was curious to know why. Why did you start this? Why now? And just talking to my mom and my sister, I was like, I don't know, I always wanted to be an actress. I always wanted to be on the TV. And I decided to come up with this idea. it had another name a few years ago. But then I contacted one of my friends in Peru who at, I'm going to say late 30s. She's like, I want to be a makeup artist. And I'm like, and she's doing amazing over there. And I reach out to her and I say, hey, listen, would you like to be the first one I interview? And this was during COVID. So, I had to learn, there's this software called StreamYard that you can, do, you can record calls or whatever. And I kind of say, okay, what do I need? What do I need to know from them? And what do I need the world to know from them? And I came up with some questions, and then I interview, actually it was an American girl that became a CEO at the age of 16. And from there I had to pause. But then I came back as chatting with Xime, the same concept, finding people, first-gen Latinas, that came here to this country with nothing, and then out of nowhere, hey, I interviewed someone who wanted to be a pastry chef, and now she has her own bakery. I interviewed someone who, again, came from Peru, and she's a makeup artist here. She went to the New York Fashion Week last year, and I'm like, people need to know about this. So, as I meet people, as I learn about people, friends also, slowly reach out to them and say, would you like to? This is not something great. I'm not trying to be like a talk show Oprah. No, I just want to start and grow and just get to people, and for people to know who we are, right? In your country, you can be someone, but once you get to the US, you're no one. So you need to grow and grow and grow. And again, networking, very important, right? So yeah, I hope I answered your question. I feel I went on a tangent.
You did. No, I appreciate it. No, thank you. Where could people find more information about you if they want to contact you directly, whether it's to be on your show or whether just to contact you in general?
Yeah, so on LinkedIn, I am Ximena Suarez Vavra, and on IG, Facebook, and TikTok, I am Ximena Su. Xime Su, I'm sorry. Xime Su altogether. Yeah.
I love it. Ximena Suarez Vavra? Was that how I say it right?
Vavra.
There you go. Appreciate it, Ximena. Thank you so much for being on my show. I enjoyed our conversation, and I think it'll definitely bring some great value to my listeners and network. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to seeing the video and telling everyone about it.
Thank you.
So thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Amen, everybody. Hi, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode with Ximena Suarez Vavra. It was an amazing experience. Hope you were inspired to go ahead and take charge of your life and take charge of your actions and move forward with what you have to do in your business and or your W-2. So I hope you enjoyed it. It was an amazing episode, amazing experience interviewing the lovely young lady, and take care, everybody.